guys, it's Tiff back again. It's time for another Mini Mix Media Monday. And so, like I always do, I'm just grabbing random bits to slap down. This is the little audition of the day to see who's going to make the cut and who's not. Remember, this is the other side of the yellow bag that was in the junk journal. If you'd like to know how to make that junk journal, make sure you click the video. I will link it up above, and you can just click that and go. It's easy peasy junk journal using staples, no thread or sewing involved. So now if you see, I kind of like this because I'm pulling the colors from the opposite side over, and I just decided to slap it down. Why not? Let's see what happens. So I'm using my Oohoo glue stick, as you know I love so very much, and my masking tape. You can never go wrong with a little masking tape. And I'm just going to randomly slap some of that down and see where it goes. I'm using Deco Arts gesso, which is kind of new, and I love how smooth it is. So if you're one of those girls, I know many of you are, who don't like the grittiness of the gesso, this is super, super smooth gesso by Deco Arts that I'm using today. And of course, that palette knife is amazing because it picks and kind of skips up, and if you're like me and you don't wash it, then it just makes it even better. So I'm going to go in and dry it really, really good, and while I'm drying, I decided why not make some scratches and marks in that gesso and see where that takes us. So I'm going to dry it really good and make sure it's all good and stuck down. And then I'm going to go in with quinacridone. This is a violet color. I've never used this. It's the Fluid Paints by Deco Arts. And I really love, look how rich and jewel tone that is. And if you do, just make sure you pay attention. See how the non-gesso surface takes the paint in just a different way. So it gives you texture without a lot of work by applying that to non-gessoed as well as gessoed surface. But I really, really like this color, and I think you're probably going to see me use it more and more often. And now I'm going to go in with the turquoise here, and I just love the combination between the purpley rich jewel tones and that turquoise. I'm going in with just a wet paintbrush here just to kind of move it around in a messy fashion that I do enjoy making. No overthinking, ladies, just slapping the paint down. Let's dry that really well before we go on to the next layers. Keeping our heating tool handy so we can dry, because who's got time to be waiting on that paint? And then I'm going to go in with the Molotow. This is a yellow paint marker. I just really like it because it's fun and funky and chunky, so you can't be too perfect with it, which is all the more fun for me. And I found that little doodad at the bottom there. Yes, doodad is a new Tiffanyism you can add to the book. And I'm going to glue that down with the Oohoo glue stick. And here comes some more auditions. That's just an image transfer from some of the tape, packing tape transfers we did last week, or the week before maybe, that I still had. Yes, I still had them on my desk. And now I'm going to go in. I felt like I needed a darker color, so I'm going to go in with the Lukas Payne's Gray, which is one of my favorites. It's super dark and rich, but not necessarily a black, but it really provides a really good contrast with the background that we had. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this stencil is Tracy Bautista's Blooms. Or maybe it's not. I'll try to look it up for you guys, but it is a really cool stencil that provides a lot of great contrast with the colors that we have going on. And just kind of bouncing that flower around so it kind of blends in with the opposite side there. And that was, I believe I used a stencil brush today by Plaid. It's kind of a big brush, but it does really good in getting into the crevices of the stencils. And now I'm going to go in with a little gold leaf, because you can never go wrong with the Pop of Sparkle. And I'm going in and I'm just applying this with the Oohoo glue stick. So I've tried many different ways of applying, and I think I do like the glue stick the best opposed to gel medium. And I'm going in with kind of a rough stiff paintbrush just to make it lift up a little bit and not be too hard of lines around there. Now, I will tell you here, I couldn't decide exactly what I wanted to do. So I played around with a few things, and I just grabbed those Tim Holtz Ideology stickers because they always have something in there that's great. And you know, it wouldn't be me if I didn't add a little fabric or a little texture of some sort. So I'm just cutting up a little bit of my paint rag, which I believe here is a recycled tablecloth that I got at a thrift store for $1. Yes, that's a great deal. And I'm going to go in and glue that down and just add a little bit of texture. And then I thought, well, maybe I don't like the fabric. So I put it to the side. And then I thought, I think I like that paper bag. So going to add a little thread here. Did it make the cut? I can't even remember at this point if this actually makes it. I think it does. And I'm going to stick it down with a little Oohoo glue stick in the background. Slap that paper bag on the top. And I'm going to call it a day, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you would, make sure you click the subscribe button. Leave me a comment. Until next time, toodaloo!